Hi, my name's Ian Campbell and this is another of my passing moment videos. Today I want to talk about how do you know when you're on the right path? How do you know when you are where God wants you to be? For me personally, I think the answer is you don't. Not always. Now, I don't want to put anybody off with that and make you think, oh, I thought I was supposed to know. As long as God knows, that's what should encourage you. That's what faith for me is about. Trusting the fact that God knows. And I've spoke many times in other videos that God knows the bigger picture. That's what we should concern ourselves with. Not the fact that we should know, but the fact that God knows. One of my favourite stories in the Bible is Joseph. And he had a dream, a vision. But unfortunately, God never told him exactly how it would work out. Because I think if he did, and if you read the story, it's not one of the sort of stories that you would want to happen in your life. The ending may be, but not all what Joseph went through. I think if he'd have shown Joseph what was going to happen fully, I think he'd have run a million miles. So he didn't show him, but in the end, Joseph ended up where God wanted him to be. And I had a dream and a vision many years ago, and I'm like Joseph. I thought it would happen the way I thought it would happen. I would walk into prominence, that I would be doing this and I would be this sort of person. But over the last 10 years, I'm not saying my life has gone downhill since the vision, but it certainly hasn't gone the way I thought it would do. And that's, I think, a problem with a lot of people. We think it should go how we think it should go, when it's all down to how God thinks it should go. He is God. He has all the cards and he has every right to hold them and not to tell us how it goes. He's got plans and purposes, things that we could only dream about, but we have to trust him and push through. If you're in a place that you might hate at the moment, you might not be where you want to be. You might really be angry where you're at and you think, this isn't what I thought. But God might be saying, you're right where I need you to be. If you're going through a time and a testing, like me, you think to yourself, what is going on? How am I supposed to know that I'm in the right path? How am I supposed to know what I'm supposed to be doing? Like I said earlier on, sometimes you don't. Just keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, or just keep doing what you're doing and do the best you can, because when you get to the point like Joseph, where he became Prime Minister of Egypt, he looked back and he said these most amazing words to his brothers when he met them. What you meant for evil, God meant for good. He understood as an older man, he understood that all that he'd been through may not have been what he wanted. God never told him how the vision would work out. He just gave him the vision and said, this is what's going to happen. He didn't tell him how it would all unfold, and God has the right not to tell us, but that's what faith for me is all about. Trusting that God knows the final outcome and he knows where we're going to go, what we're going to do, and all the trials and tribulations that we're going to go through. Our job as Christians, our part to play, is to just trust God. So how are you supposed to know when you're on the right path? Well, like I said, you're not supposed to. But you'll find that when you end up at places where, like I am in a place that I never thought I'd be doing what I never thought I'd be doing, but I'm doing these videos and I've met new people and I'm doing new things. And if you'd have said to me a few years ago and you'd have said to me, you'd be doing what you're doing today, I'd be like, what? No. But I am doing what I'm doing, and I'm trusting God to work out the final outcome. Where I'm going to end up, who knows? What's going to happen? It's not for me to know. It's for me to trust God that he knows. So be uplifted and encouraged. You don't always, I think 9 times out of 10, you won't know what's going to happen. But just trust God. As long as he knows the bigger picture, that's what should encourage you. He's in charge and he's never, ever took his hand off you. So I do hope that's encouraged you. If it has, pop onto my YouTube channel, IAC Videos, and take a look at some of the other videos that I've done. As always, God bless you for watching. Goodbye now.